The last few seasons of Demon Slayer have shown us that anime has no limits. And it has been an emotional roller coaster, which has taken us to the heights of pure excitement to the deepest levels of sadness. And it's only right we take a look back at some of our favorite moments. So what crazy moments do you think were the highlights in the last 3 seasons?
So I gotta do Zenitsu fighting the demon spider. Obviously Zenitsu is my favorite character. Everybody knows that I'm a Zenitsu fan. I think
the poison spider.
The poison spider, yeah. I think to me, one, he's the funniest character on the show, hands down, bar none.
Most definitely, yeah.
And secondly, I think he is one of the most underrated characters just because, yes, he has a false invisibility, but his ability comes through in the clutch multiple times. And in that situation, he was about to die, he went to sleep, and he had one of the best kills in that season.
I will definitely say that scene, I remember sending chills down my spine because I had already seen him when they fought the drummer demon.
Yeah.
The drummer demon, which to me was one of the highlights of season 1, where he was knocking him and he could flip the room and teleport you to different areas. Yeah, and when he hits the drum sometimes, remember that he could slash you with the sound and everything.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him trapped when he had that, I think he had like a kid with him or something like that, and he had passed out and did it. I was like, okay, now I gotta see this guy fight some more. Yeah, but when he fought the poison one, that was some peak stuff.
I thought it was over for him. I ain't gonna lie. He started changing. I was like, it's over for him. And then he started bouncing on that spider web.
Oh yeah, the animation was top tier. Like, he bounced from left, right, up, down. It was just everywhere.
It was dope. It was definitely dope.
But what I really love about that fight was the misdirection. You thought the dad was like the head of the household, so you're like watching it. Absolutely. Like it gave you that. What One Piece does. Sometimes you believe that you have the big villain revealed, or you just defeated the big villain, and then another one falls out of the sky and they're ready to fight you. That's what I felt with him, because I'm like, oh my God, they're fighting him so early, and next thing you know, like, he's not really that guy.
Listen, it's the classic anime trope. The smallest, most weakest looking character is the one you gotta be worried about. And obviously, you thought, okay, this little kid, he ain't gonna do nothing. That gigantic dad spider is the real thing. And then come to find out the upper demon was lower demon.
Yeah, it was the lower.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, was Rui. So for me, that fight with Zenitsu was definitely one of my top ones.
And the way the episode ended, remember? He was shooting the strings.
Yes.
My guy's cutting the strings, coming at his sister that just blew out used her blood technique.
Yeah.
You're sitting at the edge of your seat the whole time, like, and my God, that was really nice.
Definitely dope.
Now, one of my favorites was Upper 6, when you had the brother and sister combination.
Yes.
That fight was. Yeah, I remember thinking this is a movie. It doesn't get any better than this, because I thought after the Mugen Train arc, because Mugen Train, you know, that was a movie.
Mugen Train was dope.
Yeah, we went to the theaters. I was like, oh my God, they went all out for this movie. That's what I thought. Then the season started, and you're sitting there like, this is like looking better than what the movie looked like. This is crazy. And that fight, it just kept going to another level over and over. It was Tengen was just like the sound Hashira.
Yeah, I learned her score. My thing is, what I love about that fight was, like I said, and this is definitely a Demon Slayer trope. You think you beat the last boss, and then somebody else he cut off Daki's head.
Yes.
You know, okay, it's over. The blood jump out her body. It's like, he's a real, it's every time.
Even when he cut her head off, like, it was cool because he cut it and you see he's like looking around the room like, where's the upper demon? Like, he's looking for it because he already knew. He's like, man, whatever that was, like whatever. But man, when the brother was breaking fingers, like Tengen had lost his arm, and you're just watching it. He's throwing little rocks at him. You're thinking in your head like, this man's panicking, like it's going bad for him. And he hits him with the headbutt.
You're right.
And tries to take his head.
Yeah.
He hit you with the headbutt, he spun the sword around and then the demon starts doing a push-up, pushing his body back. I was like, that's when I looked at it, I was like, this is not a universe I survive in, because these guys, the demons were just so powerful.
Definitely. My thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what another one of my favorites is after. I don't know, the Rengoku fight obviously was amazing. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Akaza. But I don't know. For me, and everybody knows also what I like about One Piece is the speeches, the things that they say that give you chills. My favorite part is Tanjiro calling out Akaza. He said, "You coward! You always running for the light." You know what I'm saying? We stand here fade you running. He threw a sword on him.
When he did the reason that he can threw the sword out.
Coward! You coward! I love that, man.
Rengoku set your heart ablaze.
Oh, I love that part.
That Rengoku, it's so sad we didn't get to see more of the character.
Yeah.
But man, punched a hole through your chest. He punched a hole through your chest and you swung your sword around and hit him on the head.
Like your muscles so his hand can't get on you.
I'm talking about you trying to take his head while you're holding his arms stuck in your body. I was like, oh, these Hashiras are for real like this. They're built different.
And what's crazy is Rengoku didn't even have the full Flame Hashira book. He was a half a Hashira. Let's be honest, man.
He read some scraps.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't even.
I could probably pull this Hashira thing off.
And I'm telling you, bro. Like that fight, again, like I said, from start to finish. And again, the reason why I love it, you think the whole movie is about the sleep Hashira.
The sleep demon.
And then, lo and behold, here come Akaza. And it's dog.
I remember, like, the thing is, I didn't read the manga, right?
I don't read the manga either.
And I'm sitting in theaters, and they just chopped the train, and I'm sitting there like, wow. I'm like, this was a phenomenal movie.
You like,
and I'm talking about we're in a packed theater, and you hear that sound like, doom, and you see upper freaking 3. And people were in the theater like, oh, like, whoa.
I'm telling you, it took you by surprise. Like I said, one thing Demon Slayer is good at, boy, they'll give you a sense of relief. They'll let you it's over. And then, lo and behold, shit get real.
And the visual, one of the ones that stick to me, a moment that stuck to me was like, it was Upper 2. When they first introduced him, and you see like he has like the rainbow eyes.
Yeah.
He's got a human leg or something like that. He's just eating on it.
I'm like,
and he's like, you want some blood? Like, first time I saw that, I was like, damn. I'm like, this is beautiful. The white snow dropping, the blood on the snow, the rainbow colored eyes. It just looked like a powerful demon. It looked like something you weren't gonna be able to beat.
I'm not gonna lie. And another thing I love, this is in you know what I'm saying, the Swordsman arc. The demon, I think it's Upper 4.
Upper 4, yeah.
I love his backstory, man. This man was a villain from the very beginning.
Unredeemable.
He had no redeeming qualities, man. And all of you like, oh man, got talk, oh, sad background. He was ugly. His sister got burnt alive. Like, oh man, I feel for them. This man I was a villain from the very beginning. From day one, I was lying, cheating, and stealing. I love it, dog. It was such a contrast with most of the characters. Everybody like, okay, you see how Tanjiro and Nezuko could be like them. Okay, you see the redeeming qualities. Oh, you know, it was just a bad turn. Go, there's no bad turn for him.
I love the play that he's always scared and he's shy and he's hiding behind things. And he's like the most deadliest person you can bump into. I remember the scene for me with him that I remember the most is when they were in the room and he entered the room. And I remember just the chill of him coming in and creeping in, and they looked at him and said, I didn't even notice him till he was already in the room. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa.
That's how I knew he was real powerful.
Yeah, like the fact that he creeped up on these high level fighters already, and there was no like indication, that was it. I was just like, okay, you sold me on that.
Yeah, I love his character. I just like that because again, you get like,
hard to beat.
You get used to things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for most of the uppers, you see the redeeming quality. You see, okay, how they got to this point. And I just love the contrast of there are people that aren't good, that have no goodness in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to show you that, okay,
just evil people.
There's just different sides, you know what I'm saying, different situations that play out that will cause you to be either a good guy or a bad guy. In his situation, he was just a bad guy, and I like that.
Another thing I really love is the multiple Muzan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
When first you bump into the Michael Jackson one, and you're like, oh man, the villain, oh look at the way the character design, and you're just blown away. Then the next time you have the evil Michael Jackson, you have the evil yelling woman that he becomes, then he's the little kid, and you're like, this man's just a horrible person. He always has a family. Like, you're like, hey, are you holding these people hostage?
I don't get the hang, I don't get why he wants, like, he wants to have like a family or a dummy family all the time. It's
I think it's more because they handle things during the day for him.
Possibly.
And you know, you're a husband. Oh, my skin when the sun comes out, and you got your wife doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then you're a little kid and you're like, oh, the sun, I'm gonna have a disease, it hurts me. And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll take care of you and house you and do all that stuff. Like, I mean, they don't have to, but I don't know, he enjoys it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, for me, Demon Slayer, these 3 seasons, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Phenomenal. I can't wait for the 4th. And I ain't gonna lie, like, overall, you know what I'm saying? Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Yeah. I love the characters. I love Nezuko. Obviously, Nezuko doing her thing.
Nezuko had some moments, man.
You know what I'm saying? When she first turned into it looked like she turned into an upper demon.
Yeah. And she was regenerating.
Immediately. I was like,
putting hands.
Just hands on people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Hands and feet.
Yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Already, for me, a classic anime.
Oh, definitely.
We'll definitely see what happens in the 4th season.
Yeah, definitely can't wait to see it. Obviously, like I said, I don't read, so I'm going to be surprised as we go further into the series.
No spoilers.
Yeah, don't do it in the comment section. Y'all savages. Sometimes I've seen some of that stuff. But tell us in the comment section what your favorite moments were. And I will see you on the next one.
Peace.